Yes, we hit that button. All righty, there we go. Good morning, afternoon, whatever it may be today.
Good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hello, Seven.
Hello,
Hello, Buzzer.
how's everybody doing this fine day? How you doing?
Now, I have a throat, so I'm hoping it's not that C disease we were just talking about.
Oh,
So, you
oh
know,
my.
Dal just had it
Oh.
last weekend. So, hi, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I'm glad you're here.
Oh yes, yes. So good to have you here. I'm excited about your channel later today. So yeah,
Body
Georgia.
illusion.
Georgia. I can't do a Georgian accent. Cosmic Christie, how you
Hey,
doing?
Cosmic.
uh, talk to Carol. She's doing a lot better. She's
Oh, good.
getting a job in the healthcare industry. So she's waiting to figure out how it's going to work as far as times and stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, she's hoping body illusion. How you doing?
I'm
Um,
so happy because she's been looking for a job for
I
a
thought I sent
while.
it.
I live
Oh my
for
goodness!
now. Hi.
I thought I sent it. Oh my gosh! Hold on, Cosmic Christie. Oh my goodness gracious me! Um, here. Hold on here. I guess I could have sworn I must not have. Oh my goodness! What a. Let's see here. Oh, let me get Cosmic directly. Cosmic. Where are you, Cosmic? Cosmic, stop hiding from me. I know you're here. There you
So
are.
how is everyone in the chat doing? How about that?
Thank you. Thank you
I
so
live
much.
for now. I live for now. Body illusion. Seventh. How are you all doing today? Any, anybody else want to contribute? I'm trying. I'm
Yes,
trying.
just a quick reminder. Like I already, actually, I'll try to remember to end with this too. But we do have our own Sunrise Dawn. At least she's scheduled, and please let me know if this has changed. She's scheduled to do a video at 3:30 p.m. Pacific, and then we have conversations with Christy doing a 6 p.m. Pacific video.
Oh,
Uh, those,
okay.
those are the two
Good.
that I'm aware of so far. But of course, there's probably always something, there's always probably somebody else as well. And of course, we have the lifeboat, which will probably be somewhere in between there. But
Yeah, you never know with the lifeboat.
yeah. Um,
They could be on now for all we know. And then, of course, everyone in the chat will disappear, and then you and I will be speaking amongst ourselves. So there you have it.
Oh, I was reading up on connection and I found a psychology today. I'm having problems speaking today, so I may have to do the Captain Kirk of using my mouth way too much. But part of the
Use
article is
the hands too.
hands, hands. Damn it, Spock. Um, but part of the article it starts right off with the U.S. Surgeon General recently released an advisory outlining an American epidemic of loneliness and social isolation. They're calling it a major public health concern, and that of course, we know some events that probably contributed to that.
With C plus math and
Yeah,
yes,
yes, yes. But
definitely.
the article goes on. Sorry, I managed to swallow something into my lungs that does not want to go there. They share what they give three different, or not three, I'm sorry, nine different ways to connect, and some of the reasons behind it, and some of the studies that I was able to pull studies on as well.
Hmm.
And it was really an interesting article. The first method, and not all these methods are good for a group. Some of them are intended more intimately, like a one-on-one, partner type of relationship, and some are
Sure.
more
Mhm.
But the first one sounds that way. They call it heart to heart, and they basically go on to say that connection occurs when we open who we are deep down to somebody else, and then they share it back. This is what they basically sharing your deepest emotions with somebody. A study posted on APA PsychNet. That's the American. Oh, let me get Cosmic in here really quick. There she is. Hi, oh,
Hi,
there.
Cosmic.
Oh, there's her hand.
I,
Oh, we got disembodied hand floating around. Oh my goodness gracious!
this is like watching the Addams Family and it.
Yeah. I just wanted to say this is why I made myself a little nook in my
Wow,
tent. My
that
tent is a
looks really nice.
It
Does
looks
it?
really,
Yes,
it does look nice.
and then,
Yeah.
the color and everything. Wow,
I'm
that
just
is
gonna turn everything. I'm gonna set the camera and everything up now. So I just wanted to go. Look, it's so pretty.
good for you. You got a little. That's nice.
That's funny, body illusion.
Yeah, basically the article or the study on that was posted on PsychNet. It was talking about how uh, multiple syllable words. And I'm not Kristen Melinda, so there may be blood. Uh, intimacy as the study is named intimacy as an interpersonal process, the importance of self-disclosure, partner disclosure, and perceived partner responsiveness in interpersonal exchanges. So 3 syllable words. Um, Basically, the study, and I won't even pull it. They talk about how there were 2 studies involved, and they were both. There was a 1 week and a 2 week study. For each interaction, participants were required to report on their self disclosures, partner disclosures, perceived partner responsiveness, and degree of intimacy associated with the interaction. Overall, the findings strongly supported the conceptualization, they threw that in there just to throw my mouth off, of intimacy as a combination of self disclosure and partner disclosure at the level of individual interactions with partner responsiveness as a partner mediator in this process. Basically, what they found, self disclosure emerged as more important predictor of intimacy than did self disclosure of facts and information. All that is basically to say sharing each other's emotions one on one. That accounted for a deeper amount of connection with that person.
Relationships are so important. They really
Yes,
are.
yeah. And
And
there's a few of these that deal more with the one-on-one type of relationships. One that isn't one-on-one, sharing laughter. Research shared in a study showed sharing humor can bring about a sense of connection. The
yeah.
study was posted at a place called Plus One, PLOSONE. Uh,
Laughter is definitely one of my coping mechanisms. Mechanisms? Yes, mechanisms.
yeah. The study based,
That's one of the ways I cope is to laugh
yeah,
at
yeah.
even at inappropriate times, maybe even.
And it's interesting because they went on to say that, and what they used for humor in this wasn't laughing at somebody, it was laughing about something together.
Right, laughing with someone.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And it's
Sure.
not it's just your basic humor. And I'm trying to get permission to use the I can't remember the guy's name, I have it somewhere. I sent him an email. There's a comedian who does a bacon part of his little shtick, and I'm trying to get permission to use part of it for my opening. We'll see. He may or may not. Hey, it doesn't hurt to try.
Right.
In some, we show that, like a number of other specifically social human behaviors, including singing, dancing, feasting, eating. Okay. Laughter
I mean, I
promotes.
love all of that. I'm embarrassed
Yes.
to do the singing because I can't sing and the dancing because I can't dance. But you know what?
I-
It's fun. It shouldn't be a contest. It should be just
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
It really should just be fun. So even my ears, when my ears hurt at karaoke, I guess I should still go.
Yeah, and I've been trying to come up with a good song so that I can kind of dare Kristen and Melinda with it, but so far, oh my gosh, yeah, my pitch is toes, horrible. But they went
Well,
on to
you
say,
can try. Why don't you sing for me, and then I'll let Kristen Melinda know how you did. How about that? How does that work?
well, I might be on with Kristen and Melinda tonight
Oh, okay.
on her nightly show.
Hello, Janet G.
I almost kind
Glad you
of
made
dared
it.
her, and I didn't expect her to take me up on it, but it seems like yeah, she did. She's got a camera and extra camera. Interesting.
Well, that
Okay.
will be cosmic times
I don't know if
two.
it's working. I might have to
We have
look at that. Look at us both.
cosmics.
I'm. I don't know what's going on there, but we don't need two of me. I can assure you.
Okay. Let me go and turn the
So
extra camera
I'm
off.
gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna restart my thing. I don't know what happened. I turned my camera around and now it's gone all silly. So I'll leave and come back again without the extra camera.
Oh, listen to that.
Technical
Seventh has been
difficulties.
paid not to sing karaoke. How about that?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
if
let's see.
anyone ever heard me sing, they would pay me a lot to not sing.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that there's going to be law enforcement involved whenever I do get this thing recorded, and it's all just to sing. It's not really sing. It's just all a dare against Chris and Melinda, just because she goes around singing in pitch all the time. So yeah, um, too many college words. Oh, thank you. Yes, my. But anywho, let me get my. Yes. They basically blah blah blah, heart to heart, sharing the. Oh yes. Laughter promotes social bonding in a group and can do so even among complete strangers.
Yes.
Although this, and they point out it's actually more true among women. So it's like, what? Oh, but
Men don't seem to laugh as easily as women. Have you ever
that
noticed
might be.
that? I wonder why. Although I did have a pilot on my last flight tell me a really inappropriate joke. But
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could kind of see that happen. Let's try it with Cosmic Christie again here. There we go. There she is.
yes, you made it.
Ah,
Hi.
method number 3 for creating connection. They give supporting each other. They give. Okay, they talk about how giving and receiving assistance can effectively connect us to one another. Multiple kinds of support exists, and of course, they go into emotional support is showing up for others to help them process and regulate their emotion. Part of that emotional check-in thing that we have to do. Informational support, sharing advice and knowledge to assist others. Hey, I went through that, and this is how I went to DMV too, and yeah, you might want to take several good books with you. Tangible support, helping your partner with hands-on practical things, cooking, financial assistance, that kind of thing. But yeah, they say that supporting each other can help create a connection.
It's the Ouroboros of care. You know,
Absolutely.
by supporting others, I feel like I'm supporting myself because I'm not focusing on myself. Does that make sense? Also, I wanted to say, while I was doing my technical difficulties, I laugh all the time, Shannon, and oftentimes at inappropriate moments. So when hearing someone else saying that, I'm just like, oh, thank God, it's not just me. But yeah, but I feel like that's true. Like the connection stuff. One of the things that got me through my early recovery was being connected to these peer support groups. So I did Smart Recovery. That's what started me off on the journey. And because I was on the computer so often looking for different meetings all the time, I ended up coming across Aaron, the completely AA run, completely
Oh, yeah.
different thing altogether. But then that led me to Tommy's channel, which
Me
then led me
too.
to
That was my journey too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then it led me to all these peer support type groups, and it's it's remarkable the change in me because I've gone back to being a carer rather than just a taker. Like because I
Nice.
when I was off in my own little flap because I was no longer a carer for my daughter, I feel like making connections like this actually helped bring me back a little. Like I wouldn't say it's the only thing because one, I've got professional help and medicinal help and all that sort of stuff I'm getting, but it's a major part because you can't get one without the other. Like healing is holistic. I can't just go talk about it and I'll be okay. I can't just take medication and I'll be okay. I can't just have therapy and someone talk to me and I'll be okay. I need all of them, and I'm okay. So I just think that it's I think perhaps governments and organizations, medical organizations, need to take peer support a little bit more seriously.
Yes.
Because right now, I feel like if you're a peer support worker, you're generally a volunteer, so your services are not thought of as valuable. It's sort of as you've been through it, go help someone else who's been through it, and fair enough, that's fine. But how are these peer support people going to support themselves while they're helping those get to the point where they can support themselves? Not everyone's going to want to be a peer support worker. Not everybody has the capacity, but it should be able to be a viable career path for those who want to go on to make that their specialty. And right now, I feel like it's a bit differently. It's a bit difficult. You have to become a peer support specialist, which is amazing. Tara, she's like, she's like a what do you call it? Like a mentor type person to me because
Yeah.
that's what I would like to do eventually. But
Yeah.
I think that's mostly a California thing. That would not be a job in Florida. No,
well,
There,
that's a California thing.
they do have other versions of it in other
they're
states.
they're called
In
different things.
southern
Yeah.
states,
Yeah.
Well, there's one of the people that joins us on a Discord because Tara hosts a Discord meeting Thursday nights on her Discord server, and you can always email her. But yeah, there's a couple people that are also peer support specialists. One of them, I want to say Dakotas. I don't remember, but I know Arizona has a version of it too. Yes, and it
Yeah.
seems like Seventh Son kind of took an interesting. It seems like everybody I'm aware of usually goes AA run
AA
in
run.
that one, but he found chased the heat and came in that way.
That's
That's
way
cool.
cool.
I'm on mirror mode. Yeah. Sorry. Look, the fact I managed to get the camera facing this way is remarkable. So.
Method number 5 that they give for connection, and this is a study that was conducted at U of A, several universities, including University of Wisconsin. Shannon, ask me what's in Wisconsin.
What's in Wisconsin?
I'm so glad you. I'm so
Besides
glad.
cheese.
Yes, I'm so glad you asked such an unexpected question. In Wisconsin, cheese is cheese.
There you go.
Cheese heads rule. in
Yes.
Wisconsin.
Now I fixed it. I fixed it now and something else going on.
They published a study.
What
Basically,
does Wisconsin have to say?
well, they're talking about the studies human affection exchange, further evidence of benefits of expressed affection. Okay, this is of course going to be one of those one-on-one type connection methods, but
Love connection. I like that.
yes, it could be like love connection with
Yeah.
I
Remember
can't
that
remember the guy's
show?
name.
There
What
was a
connection?
show. Was it Chuck
Chuck
Woolery?
Woolery? I think it was Chuck Woolery.
Woolery and Love Connection.
Yes.
Huh, he was a hottie.
Yes.
He was a hottie.
They did 3 different studies involving 1,144 people. That number might be on a test later. They investigated the benefits of expressed affection, both on its own and when received affection is basically, when you have received affection. What they basically found is that affection expressed verbally, I love you, physically, or whatever, in all these couples, what they found was increased happiness, self-esteem, decreased fear of intimacy, and susceptibility to depression, as well as higher relationship satisfaction. So expressing, the whole what do you call it, PDA, public display of affection. Well, yeah, unfortunately, that may actually be a thing that we need.
Well,
So,
you know what? I have always heard in all the, and I can't quote the statistics, but married people are happier and do live longer lives.
I've heard to say, I need to
Yes.
dig in on that one myself.
I've heard that single people live happier, longer lives. I just think that's confirmation bias. You'll end up reading the articles that confirm whatever it is you want to read.
No, I mean, I haven't specifically looked for anything.
Oh, no, not
just
you
like
in
pets,
particular.
just like
Yeah.
pets as well, also
I'll
contribute
prefer my
to
pet over
lower
a
blood
husband.
pressure, things like that.
Yeah, but no, it's not like I'm saying that it's wrong, that you're wrong, or that even the articles are wrong. I just feel like it's whatever one particular person experiences. Like, I am incredibly
Oh,
happy being single.
oh,
So,
Cosmic,
I'll,
don't get me wrong. None of these people were in any of my relationships. I am much happier single. So don't get me wrong, but marriages where they
yeah,
work together and they last, yeah. And it's a give and
well,
take,
I feel
obviously, but
maybe the marriage thing is that you've got someone,
Mm.
like there's someone there
right.
to support you and back you up.
Someone
Whereas,
has your back. I had
yeah,
nobody had my back with the hurricane, and everybody around me, it was husband and wives working together, and no one had my back, and that was
Mm.
it was just glaring. That it was
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
my.
had to deal with all the insurance companies, the FEMA, the car insurance, the house insurance, the FEMA, just on and on and
it's
on. Whereas, like, if you had someone else, well, okay, well, you take care of FEMA, I'll take care of the car insurance. You take care of this, I'll take care of that. Everything was put on me, and that was, it was kind of glaring in that aspect. But also, most of the men I've been involved with, they wouldn't have had my back anyways. So, and I was in a relationship until then, and yeah, and he couldn't wait to leave. He was done. So I was done with him too. Just to be clear, I was done with him as well. But
I do find Miss Sunrise Dawn method of getting here to be unexpected and kind of interesting. My interest in the Amish lifestyle landed me here. I started following an ex-Amish man named El Yoder. Yeah, he
Al Yoder, Eli Yoder.
cults the consciousness.
oh,
I've actually seen that show quite a few times.
that is
I love that
interesting,
show.
Miss Sunrise Dawn. Wow.
Yeah, well, I also find that when you think about it, when you have a connection with somebody, to say a partner, um, you don't feel so alone in the world. Like you're saying, Shannon, you had to do everything alone, and I think I'm very lucky in that, even though I'm
Hmm.
incredibly single and happy about it, I have such a group of friends around me that I'll never feel alone. Like
Hmm.
even if I try and make myself feel alone and self-sabotage and push everybody away, my friends refuse. They won't let me. So I'm just incredibly lucky in that regard, and I guess that's maybe why I'm so happy being single, because I know that I don't need anybody else because I have
Mm,
everything I need. And maybe that's just a good place to be finally. Whereas before I was always searching for someone
mm,
else. Well, like I'm a whole like if you've ever read the Celestine Prophecy, um, it's like where the people think of themselves as a sea. They're a broken circle, and they're always looking for that missing part to go and meet up with them.
Oh,
mm,
I
Whereas
don't
you,
feel
you
that
should,
way. No.
me neither, but like that's generally what the society makes you feel. You're broken without something or someone.
I would rather have no relationship than a bad relationship. And so
Exactly.
just I have
But that's
standards. I have standards.
that
So and a
the
lot of people
Celestine
don't.
Prophecy is about. It's a parable, parabole. I don't know, one of those words.
Uh,
About
Sure.
life. I like saying parabole. It's more fun.
It, it is more fun.
Yeah, but I just feel that like we are whole when we're born, and people take pieces from us, and then we have
Absolutely.
mm.
to go out and find those pieces again.
Yeah.
But when you'll be able, I hate that saying you can't love anyone until you love yourself. I think that's completely wrong. I love lots of people, and it took a long time to even like myself or
Yeah.
accept that should exist,
Yeah.
let alone love myself. And if I walked around saying I love myself right now, in Australia, you'd be like, "You're so up yourself."
Mm,
So, but I
You
appreciate who I
you
am.
do you do well. See, that's a form of self love. I think you're just being a little bit more technical about it. That's a form of
mm,
self love. I think
Yeah, but
you do have to you do have to care about yourself. If you
well,
mm.
don't if you
But
don't
I
take
mean,
that's
care of you,
at the same time, I think I think, well, yeah, I can see it going both ways.
yeah.
Um, because I know that I was involved in several relationships where I was more into the other person, certainly, and I had a lot of self hatred. But
hmm,
I think ideally, because yeah, how because we kind of train people how to treat it. Yeah,
yeah,
I can see that being really a complex explanation. Really, when you start digging down to the weeds and on it.
Well,
Um,
that's yeah. Well, I like to get down into the weeds, but I just feel that sometimes things are it's not just black and white, and they're a little bit too simplified. There's shades and tones in between of all the different things that could make up those different colors, or black and white, which
absolutely,
are a shade and a tone. But uh,
absolutely.
as far as the connection thing is, like that's what I was trying to say is like we are born whole, and we're better off meeting another fully whole circle, so that that person doesn't need we don't need the other person to try and fix us, or we
mm,
don't need to try and fix that other person because it doesn't matter how much you love someone, sometimes it's never going to be enough. So you can't love someone into healing. They have to
No,
love themselves into healing. And I guess that's where that whole you
mm,
love yourself more. You got to love yourself. I think you got to love yourself as well.
mm,
Not
absolutely.
just you can only love if you love yourself. It's like you love better if you also love yourself.
mm. Yeah. Oh my. Hold on here.
Was that you? That was. I don't think it was me.
No, I think that was. Oh, hold on. Wow, I got some
Is it
audio missing.
cosmic?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay, Cosmic. I think your system is messing up. You might need to reboot, rejoin, redo something. Yeah, because the microphone's kind of doing oddball noises. Oh, there she
I
went.
like Seven's comment. Says, I've been happily single and I've been happily married and I was unhappily married. I would choose happily married every time.
Mm.
I love that.
Do like now Sunrise Dawn's her method of getting here is making a little more sense. Cold Sarcophagus, Mark Headley, Mark that
AA
I
Ron.
yeah I originally when I said Aaron was one
Thank you.
Aaron was one we call it 1 degree of separation away from Tommy. I actually did the same thing because I was into Mark Headley big time. I had his book Blown for Good. Really interesting book too.
It is an interesting book. I have it on audiobook.
Mm,
It is interesting.
yeah. So yeah, I can. Yeah, I kind of. I can sympathize. Sympathize? No, I can identify. Yeah, use that word. But yeah, three syllable words are is hard. But let me see here. Yeah, where were we? Number. Aha. No, we weren't there. Moving bodies together. Ha. Yes, dancing basically.
Moving bodies
Moving
together.
bodies. Moving bodies.
How far are we moving?
It's connection method number 6. They're basically talking about this study here, silent disco, which we
Oh,
must
I've
not.
seen that on TV. That is
We
interesting.
mustn't use the D word. But anywho, this is
Oh,
talking about.
well, who are you, Jeremy Shelton?
I am a Jeremy
Honorable
Shelton
mention to
supporter.
Jeremy Shelton, who is out there on tour. And I love the Bee Gees and ABBA, so, but not a whole lot of other disco. I will say. Did you not like The Last Dance by Donna Summer at the end of every night? Come on, you don't even like that?
Hello.
Was it a rocket? I am Cosmic. You're back, and you're making good noise
Hello,
now.
Cosmic.
No, I just listened to like back what I heard. I was like, "Wah, wah, 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 wah." I was like, I
That was
just cackled.
weird.
All of a
Well,
I'm
sudden,
sorry.
oh yes, but that's one thing in the other news. I see that
I have exercised the demons.
that Microsoft got themselves in a little bit of trouble when
Let
they
me
put
just
out.
answer. Could I
They,
answer?
it just did it
Okay.
again.
It's doing it again, Cosmic. So Rick Spicer has a question.
Big Spicer.
I get audiobooks from audible.com, which is an Amazon company, but I also get them from the library as well. So
Rick Spicer. Where is that? Where is it? Where is it?
says, where does a person get audiobooks?
Ben, you do that face well. It's probably after that. I'd like to listen to karaoke. It's probably after that. This is so much easier when you have Plant Freak helping you start comments. Plant Freak
All I'm
really does a
looking
good
at
job.
are the ones that are coming up. Ned is here. Yay.
Hey, Ned.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
can you?
Ned.
Interesting. I do know. Wow, that's weird.
I don't know, Cosmic. That's funny.
That is so
Cosmic says, I
weird.
think the universe is telling me to shut up, laugh out loud.
Can you basically? That is so weird. I cannot see his question. Can you basically read his question out?
Sure. Where does a person get audiobooks?
Oh, yes, I do this
It's right below the things.
right below.
Oh, Mercury is in retrograde. Oh, I hate that. That's why we had the global shutdown today, right? Mercury in retrograde.
Actually, that's actually Microsoft's fault.
No, it was actually their security people. But yeah, it was related to Microsoft.
Yeah. Thank you, Microsoft. Appreciate it.
Also canceled a whole bunch of flights. Yeah. I'm so glad I wasn't working today. Yes.
Yeah, and a bunch of bank business isn't going well because
my stock account, I have no idea what's going on with my stock account. It shows that like certain stocks I have were up 3%, but I lost $5,000. So Monday, I mean, obviously that doesn't make sense. Yes, Cloudflare was affected. Yes, Cosmic's right about that. Cloudflare. So Palo Alto is a stock I do own. They are the other security. So it went up today, or at least the last time I kind of checked, because you can't really check because it really did cause a worldwide shutdown of everything.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, I think that there may be some government. There might be something happening in Microsoft pretty soon here at this rate. Of course, they're probably telling everybody the problem's not on our end. Yeah, thanks a lot. Or that good old general protection fault. How about that one? How's that working for you, huh? Thanks, Microsoft.
well, they're too big to fail, too. I mean, Microsoft owns everything except
Yeah.
for Apple, which is why I have Apple everything. And Apple seems to be a lot securer. I don't have to worry about, I can't even think of what it's called. You don't get bugs. You don't get viruses on Apple products. Of course, you're constantly having to upgrade and pay for a bunch of stuff, but you don't get affected.
Very
by
premium, yeah.
it. So,
That's interesting.
are you
yeah.
Are you a non-Apple person?
I am, just because, although my reasoning is not that good. My reasoning is just I don't like Steve Jobs. But the problem is, Steve Jobs, Billy Boy. So, yeah, it's not a good argument.
And Steve Jobs has been dead how long?
Yeah. I hold a grudge.
A little. He kind of died a pretty awful death. So
Actually,
maybe
he
you
did.
should forgive for the awful death.
Yeah, he really was an influential leader too. There's a lot of his talks that he gives where he's confronting somebody who's heckling him. Stupendous job. Super job. One of the examples that's used in leadership training, because he sits down and he actually thinks the problem through. He's not like, I need an answer for you instantly. He has to sit down and think for a while, and he admits some shortcomings in doing so, and is talking about how he's ultimately trying to move the company forward. But yeah, it was really interesting videos about him. Back to our little silly thing, talking about moving bodies together, and not in that way. But,
I know. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I can't. I don't remember if I've already marked the video for adults only or not. So, but anywho, yes, silent disco, and it's not just dancing. Of course, they talk about dancing. They did a study, of course, with dancing. Anything in synchronicity. They did this even with people walking around in this study. They were doing kind of like a marching band thing, or walking in sync, and they basically, long study too. Really long study. The short of this very, very long study, printed in glorious squinto vision, where you almost need a microscope. The short of it is, okay. Anywho, the short of it is, dancing in synchronicity leads to elevated pain thresholds and social closeness. They found that people who did that did have a sense of connection. You would have like a marching band. And of course, they didn't pick the existing band. They got a bunch of students. Hey, you. And they all had them kind of march and then do different things in sync. And they all felt closer to each other. They reported that they felt closer to each other at the end of it.
Well, I mean, dancing has always been kind of a ritual, a mating ritual as well.
Yeah, and you have line.
Right.
I mean, it's not just necessarily one-on-one. You also have like line dancing and all that kind of thing as well.
Mm-hmm. I used to love line dancing. It's fun. Of course, that was another. Then there was the hustle, which that was, of course, the D word again.
Da 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 da.
Do the hustle.
Oh man, it's definitely a Friday.
Yeah. Time to kick back and do the hustle.
Reason number 7, or connection 7, not 2, 7. You know I can count to 7? I graduated from Bisbee High School.
7th son in your honor. What is number 7? What is number 7?
Sharing positive emotions. Basically talking about synchronicity. We had synchronicity in moving, and this is going on talking about hey, sharing positive emotions. It goes on and talking about positivity resonance in this study. Positivity resonance. What the heck is that? What is it? Well, it's basically a big word. 2 words, actually. But who can count that? I'm Bisbee. I can count the
I
7.
lost count already.
Yeah. Yeah. Positivity resonance theory. It's basically where if you express a positive emotion back to somebody, they express it back. That hey, that's good news, or that's great kind of thing. That you feel more positive of having that sounding board. That's basically positivity resonance. You have that sounding board that you will come away feeling more positive than you did before.
Hmm.
They say that is great for a relationship.
Compliment.
Individual,
Just give someone a compliment and
yes.
get a
Individual,
compliment in return and spread the positivity.
yes. Individual positive effect and positive effect that occurs within interpersonal relationships have long been recognized for their role in the formation and maintenance of social bonds. But in recent research suggests that co-experienced positive effect and positivity resonance may have more important characteristics and potent consequences that cannot be fully attributed to individual positive effect or the absence of negative effect. Yeah, basically they were just talking about how just sharing it and having it repeated back. That yeah, it's kind of like a that's like it's not symbiosis. I guess that would be some big word. Big word. I'll let Chris and Melinda dig into that one later. Finding common ground like coffee. Could be coffee.
Could be coffee. I don't drink coffee, so but yeah, it could be coffee.
Oh, you don't drink coffee. How do you wake up?
Caffeine's a choice for me.
Okay.
But tea would be my go-to. It
Okay.
used to be soda, and I am trying really hard to not teach the world to sing in perfect harmony and to not buy the world a Coke. Company. Trying really hard.
Wow. All righty then.
You remember that commercial, right?
Yeah. I'd like
that
to
commercial.
teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Something I'd like to
buy the world
a
a
world of
Coke
Coke.
and keep it company.
Keep it yes. Yes. Wow. That's 70s. Wow. Man, there's all kinds of stuff rattling around up in there.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Studies show
Just
that
like, you remember the 2 whole beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun? Do you remember that?
I never, for whatever reason, I never got that one down. I think I don't know why. I think I tuned out because of clown. Like, the clown. Yes. Yeah. It. Yeah, they ought to rename McDonald's.
My very first job was at McDonald's. My very first job.
Wow.
It was the worst job.
Oh my gosh.
I appreciated every job after that. It was awful. It was awful. So they have so many roles and they grade you on so many roles. So
there's an interesting video out on why McDonald's ice cream machines are milkshakes, whatever. I think it's a milkshake or maybe the ice cream machine, why it's always broken. It's actually an interesting video. I did a lot of research on it. I wish I could remember his name off the top of my head. Yeah, Echo. Yeah.
Look, Vince Sunrise Dog. John just said, I'd like to buy the world a Coke. And Janet G says advertising earworms.
Mm,
Yes.
yes,
And you know,
yes,
Barry Manilow wrote a lot of those old jingles that were just that stick in your mind.
he
He
did. And
was
apparently,
really
he would actually
good at
perform some. Yeah,
jingles. Yeah.
yes.
I'm
My
sure you
God.
love Barry Manilow as well, right?
Well, okay.
At the Copacabana,
Yes, yes, that was
hottest
that
spot
is.
north of Havana.
Yes, she was a showgirl.
Yeah. No, well, I know your dislike of the D word in disco. So I figured you wouldn't be for that. So what
Oh,
70s songs did you like then? If you didn't like Barry Manilow or ABBA or the Bee Gees, what did you like?
I started out liking Kiss, and then I moved on to like Nazareth, Foghat, um, Boston, Kansas.
Okay.
Um, I didn't get into Rush until the '80s, but yeah, they were producing
Okay.
albums back then, so I
Hmm.
would have been into them had I known. But that yes, he was a drum god, and I still can't believe there's a drummer out there who Neil who? How does a drummer not worship at the altar of Neil Peart? Heretic. That's heresy. I'm, I'm, I'm trying to deal. I need to work on that grounding that we had talked about. Need to.
Oh, look, Carol's here. Hi,
Oh,
Carol.
Carol. Hi, Carol. Yes. Hi, Jason B. How you doing?
Jason P.
Yes. Wow. Let's see. Oh, well, yes. Studies show experiencing a sense of shared reality. Woo. That is noticing that each other's person seems to share an eternal world of beliefs. Okay, basically, they're talking about sharing your beliefs, your values. It doesn't have to be all the above, that you can have disagreements, but sharing something that you have in common with somebody. That can be a method of connection.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We don't have to agree about everything, but highlighting areas of similarity is useful to gaining a felt sense of closeness that can anchor your connection when you aren't on the same page. So, yeah, basically, if you're having a disagreement with somebody, you can always bring up, well, we both remember Foghat. Everybody remembers Foghat.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, I was waiting for disagreement.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yes.
Alrighty then.
You probably didn't like Billy Joel either then. I loved Billy Joel.
I I had a friend who had Billy Joel glass houses. Oh, he had several of his. I think they were. I can't remember how many of you had. He had 8 tracks. And we used to listen to his 8 tracks.
I remember 8 tracks.
Oh,
I remember those.
the
Yeah.
click always in the middle of the song. But yes, we used to listen to those ad nauseum. Memory serves, probably 75 to 78 ish, somewhere in there. But I remember a lot of Billy Joel.
How about Fleetwood Mac?
Fleetwood Mac, yes.
Beach Boys?
Beach Boys, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Fleetwood Mac, I found them interesting. Even though the bass line of their really most famous song, I don't remember the title of it. Do, do, do. Oh, come on. No, well,
Thanks,
anywho.
Sunrise Dawn. Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn.
Oh, Miss Sunrise Dawn. What? Wow, I'm behind. Just giving you a heads up. I have to head out. Yes, she's got a video going up, or yeah, shortly in about 30 minutes. Miss Sunrise Dawn, Miss Sunrises, Miss Sunrise Dawns, plural. Possessive. Yes, I know possessive. BSB High School.
So shared experiences. Do we have a number 8?
Oh yes, finding number 8 was finding common ground.
Finding common ground. Okay.
Number 9, celebrating each other's good fortune. This is kind of a variation on the one earlier. I don't remember what it was. Sharing positive emotions.
It is.
Basically, it's pretty close to the same thing. It was a completely different study, but pretty much the same thing. Research shows in the relationship, capitalization helps build trust as we show each other that we really care about what happens in each other's lives. That's sharing good fortune. Congratulations. I'm so
Right.
happy for you.
And
Plant Freak.
isn't that
Yeah.
what the Lifeboat does every day
Yeah.
with celebrating people's successes and also
Yeah.
needing a meeting with Carol's Tiara, celebrating other people's successes. So it's a form of connection.
Yes, that's a very good form of connection.
Yes.
Just sitting down and talking through, what people have going on. What's the difficulties that I have, going on. Getting a person's point of view to help you through that. That is very important. Because again, we do all get trapped in our own heads. We see our problems. We tend to see them from an emotional standpoint, even though we like to pretend we're all logical and blah blah blah. Spock is, and damn it, Jim, it's life, Jim. But not as we know it, not as we know it. But yeah, we do.
So you're Trekkie. Are you a Trekkie?
I'm a
Would
Chucky?
you consider yourself a Trekkie?
Trekkie, yes. I
Okay.
would consider myself a Trekkie, an original Trekkie. Of course, I'm Next Generation.
I got lost with all the different ones, but
all the way up to DS9. But yes, I could not get into the reboot just because this has been done.
Yeah, exactly.
And Space, I realized they had really cheesy effects in the 70s.
I know, but it was still the original.
But yeah, and then because they had cheesy effects, it actually explained some things like beyond visual range combat, which you would expect in space. There's sometimes you see a photon going off in the space and all you see is a flash. That is, your Next Generation had 2 big ships, all this advanced computers, they put the pulp right next to each other. And they're still missing. Like, come on, we can do better than that. Jeez, even Lord Xenu could do better than that. Oh well.
Oh, the Z word. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that was. I've already thrown all the studies all over the place, and I managed to drop the rest. But yeah. So.
Pretty good.
You really.
So are those all the different ways to connect?
That is what they listed in psychology today. Now, of course, there's going to be a gazillion other ways. One of which, of course, one of those touched on it, and I probably glossed over it too quickly. Expressing what you appreciate about somebody. Now, when you do that, you have to be specific. You can't just say, "Oh, you're a great person." Well, okay, that might, but you're awesome. It's good because it's such an outside. It's not overstated, but such a big word that entails a lot of meaning to it. But it's really important. A lot of times, I love how well you handled that. I love how well you handle your channel. I love how well you keep up with with my spiraling off and yes, overly dramatic nature. Yeah.
I love your overly dramatic nature.
Yeah.
It makes life fun, right? Makes life fun.
Well, yeah, and it's part of finding my groove. Yeah. But it's what happens when you start to become a little more relaxed. It used to be I would turn the camera on, and I was telling this to Kara earlier, turn the camera on, and I used to get a little bit of slobber, coming out of the side of her mouth. I forgot what I was going to do. How about the Orville? I have seen that show a few times. I don't have TV anymore because I never watched it. Everything I had was on Discovery Plus. And then
Oh, I love Discovery Plus, but
yeah.
I don't have it anymore. But I do have.
Mhm.
I have Disney. I have Netflix. I have. What else do I have? Disney, Netflix, Apple TV.
Mm. Yeah,
Mm.
I need to start looking at another one just because
Oh,
there's a
and
lot of
Max. I have Max as well, which is
Max.
HBO Max.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But
Yeah,
see,
I need to
I
get.
share it with friends. So like, okay, so I pay for this and this. You pay for that and that. And
Oh, there you go. Another method of connection. Value. Yes, trying to get the most value. Hey, you buy this, I'll buy that. Yes, we'll go over and we'll watch. We'll watch this with
right.
whoever. Yes, another method of connection.
Let's see. When I switched over to T-Mobile, they included Netflix and
Wow.
they included Netflix and Apple TV and now FX. So now
No
I have
kidding.
FX as
Wow.
part of T-Mobile. I was paying more money for Verizon, and I didn't get any of that. So I switched to T-Mobile, and they bought me a new phone. So
I need to look into that. I use Verizon here, but I'm not certain. I think in parts of Arizona because of the mountains but it may have changed because I know that they've all grown their networks pretty well. It used to be Verizon was the company to have in this area.
Well, as a flight attendant, Verizon covered me everywhere, and it still probably has the best coverage. But for for less money and more services, T-Mobile rocks. So,
interesting.
plus, I have my Wi-Fi through them for $30 a month.
Wow, it's not bad. I can't
So
remember
for
how much.
$100 a month, I get up those TV things, and free international texting. And I'm not a commercial for T-Mobile, by the way, but on American, you get free domestic Wi-Fi if you have T-Mobile too. So it's nice to have Wi-Fi on airplanes. So that's good.
So you're going to be off on a vacation pretty soon, right? Or tomorrow?
I'm working tomorrow. I'm going to Massachusetts tomorrow. Yes.
Okay. So that's part of work. But you're going to be staying there a little while, aren't you?
I have a 30-hour layover in Springfield, Massachusetts. Yes. So.
Okay. And I'm surprised.
I hope it's cooler. Gosh, I'm tired. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to be in Tucson next weekend. So
Really?
I haven't been in Tucson in years. All I remember about Tucson is dust.
Yeah.
That's all I really remember. And I'm sure it's the worst time of year to come to Tucson, right? But I don't think I have that long of a layover. But I ended up at Tucson.
Interesting. Okay. Because I've been trying to talk Tommy into a get together before he goes back east, but so far I haven't. I do have somebody from the behavior panel that's expressed an interest in coming on, but of course the thing is that he's got, they're doing they're filming ahead for a television show. He's got his behavior panel and all this other stuff. So
sure,
who knows when that's going to be? But yes, and I'm. Great. Yeah, that I haven't even thought of questions, but like I said, it's going to probably be quite a while, so I'll have a while to think of some. So
that would definitely be a lot of fun. Be really interesting. Chase is my favorite.
Yes. Well, yeah, and I'm still trying to reach out.
Followed by Mark. I like Mark too.
Oh, Don Gloves, how are you doing? Oh man, I love
Oh,
Don
hi,
Gloves in that
Dawn.
panel. See, wow. Yes.
She opened my eyes. She had the same issues with the
Yeah.
ADD as I do, so it really opened my
Mhm.
eyes. I
Well,
was
and
never
I
ADD. I was never ADD or ADHD, and
mhm,
I kind of am now.
mhm.
So it really opened my eyes.
Yeah, that was I was fascinated that Spanx and her both went into memory issues. It's like, holy crap! I thought that was just me being old. Who knew? Damn.
Right.
Ah, thank you so much for joining me today on this
Thank you.
exercise in self-indulgence. I won't
No,
say self-indulgence, but yeah,
no, I'm really I enjoy your show. It's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's fun. Maybe one
yeah.
of these days I'll catch up with you on a Ben After Dark.
Oh, yeah. That's always.
If that becomes a regular, maybe.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I'm
don't
going to
know.
have to. I don't know what's going to be like when I catch up. It might be tonight, might be tomorrow night when I catch up with the mighty Cam, who can pronounce three-letter words, and it's not or three-letter word, three-syllable words, and she she can pronounce all these big terms that she learned in college. Well, isn't that special?
I
But no,
can
it's
do 4-letter words. Does that count?
yeah, that's about where that's about the only thing I had down.
Okay. Well, you have a great evening. I
You
will talk
too.
to you later. Have a good
Thank
night.
you so much. Well, people, yes. So, thank you all for joining. And again, we have Miss Sunrise Dawn going live in about 25 minutes on her channel. We do have Conversations with Christy going live in 2 hours. In 2 hours? Is that right? Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Yes. So we have Conversations with Christy also going live. So yeah, Graham Parsons. That song "Love Hurts." Graham Parsons. Oh, I'm thinking Alan Parsons. Doggone it. Yes, "Love Hurts." Yeah, I remember that song. Oh yeah. Um, yeah, Nazareth really did a varied. They didn't produce that much, but they had like a varied range. I mean, some of their stuff was pretty heavy, actually. And, an hour and 40 minutes, she said. Miss Sunrise Dawn. She had to. Oh, she had to move it back. Okay, well, people, don't forget to go to the Miss Sunrise Dawn channel and give her some love. Let me try to see if I can find the link. Let me refresh it in case it changed the address. I don't think it did. Okay, so here's Miss Sunrise Dawn. Dawn's Miss Sunrise DAWNS. And then we have our own Colorado Christie. Colorado Christie Conversations. Yes. How's that for alliteration? Wait a minute. No, that's when the words start with vowels. Well. Anywho, I hope you all have yourselves a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. Go out and, yeah. Or, yes, I have to end it like Carol used to, and I don't have the timing down. So I'll try once more and see what happens. Peace, y'all.